everybody. It's Tammy C. Walker, the owner of Dreams Are a Reality. I created this channel to provide light and love. How you all doing? I'm doing good. All right, that lighting was a little bit, I don't know what was going on. I wanted to talk today. I had put out a short video about how I'm going to start doing videos to help you change your life. 800 and some videos on my channel. So I'm almost like Dylan James. Sometimes I don't even know. I don't even know what else to say. As Janet Jackson said in her song, I don't know what to say. You all got to be a Janet Jackson fan to know what song I'm talking about. But yes, if you want to change your life, you got to get serious. So that's my video. It's time to get serious about changing your life. Woo, hit that like button, hit subscribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm actually supposed to be with a client. They did not show up. Very grateful that I'm with a platform that I still get paid if they don't show up or if they do a late cancel. So I'm getting paid and I'm talking to you. So that's working out. That's a win for me. As long as the client is okay. As long as the client is okay. I do want to say that. Alrighty. Are you that type that is saying, I am not happy with my life. I want to earn more money this year, or at least by next year. I want to purchase a home. I do not like this job. It's just not hitting. It's not serving me well. It's bringing me anxiety and stress. I need the money. But I do not like this job. I'm tired of being single. I want to get out and date. I want to travel. I want to go back and get my GED. I want to get my bachelor's, my master's, my PhD, a certificate. I totally want to change fields. I do not like the apartment I live in. I want to get a more luxury apartment. Everybody don't want a house, you all, contrary to popular belief. Everybody don't want kids. We got to remember this. This country I live in, United States, that I happen to love, it's a boilerplate. It's societal norms. Every woman's going to have a child. Every woman's dying to get married. The American dream to buy a home and have the picket fence and the dog and the 2 kids and the husband and the wife. That's not true. We all are unique individuals on our own path. And the way to get serious about your life is to think deeply and reflect daily about what you want. I'm not talking about what she done got and he done got and they done got. It's what you want. It is so many people that are unhappy because they sit here and post themselves up against you or compete. And that is not going to bring you happiness. How is somebody going to compete with me when my life went off the Richter scale? It totally got away from me. Totally went away that I could not have envisioned. I never would have envisioned having breast cancer twice. Never. I never would have envisioned getting a divorce in 1999 and not being married again. Because that's just who I am. I'm not the type that like to date around and mess around. I'm a straight shooter. I'm an intuitive person, highly. I can pretty much figure people out. I'm not saying I'm a know-it-all because I don't know shit. Okay? I'm going to say that like that. I don't never claim to be a know-it-all because I'm still learning every day. But it's just, I have certain gifts that God gave me. I'm not bragging. I'm just being brutally honest on this video. As honest as I could be. I never would have thought both of my parents would have passed away like that. I mean, I know we all have to go. But I'm just laying it out for you all. Didn't have kids. Didn't quite want kids growing up. I was not that person. But I did have a miscarriage at the age of 34, almost 35. And that really hurt me. And to this day, that's almost 20 years ago, I don't have kids. And I'm okay with it because I got my nieces, my great nephews, my nephew. I'm cool. I'm cool. But I'm just laying out to you the life that I did not envision. But I have life. But I own my own therapy practice. Never seen that coming. Never. I had a bachelor's degree in business. I did not want no master's degree. It just wasn't anything I wanted. I was never the type to get a degree with no purpose. I was only the type want a degree with purpose. I got that business degree, BA in organizational management, because it was an HR concentration. That's what I want to do, HR. I'm just showing you how crazy my life was, and I'm still here. I'm making it happen. If I can do it, the little girl from the west side of Chicago, I always would rep my city, always, you can do it. I went back to school at 44 years old, and I was scared, and I still owed on my BA degree, and I did not have that degree in my hand. But I got the money because US Cellular was laying us off. And they said, but if you all would stay, we are going to give you all bonuses every quarter. I stayed 1 year, and each quarter I would get $3,000-$4,000 extra in addition to my paycheck. And we already got bonuses there anyway. So I was doing good. I took that money. I called my university. I said, hey, I never got my BA degree because I owed you money. They said, oh, Miss Walker, we wrote that off. But to get your degree, can you pay 50% of what we wrote off? Can I bring it today? I ran to my bank, got the cashier's check, took it to them. The degree was at my door within 3 to 4 days. Tears, because I worked hard for that degree. I knew once I had that degree in my hand, a BA, I can get my master's. I think I still waited a year later. I did. I started studying which program would be good for me to get my social work master's degree. Dominican University, it registered with me, the location, the way their program was set up, and the rest is history. Now, I was a blessed woman because those professors really, really, really cared. Out of 20 classes, maybe one professor was like, yeah. Other than that, I felt like my professors cared. They poured into us. They were accessible, and they gave out good tips. And my one main professor, she said, Tammy, promise me, when you're taking these classes, if you get stuck, you will go to your professor and ask questions. She said, the ones I see not graduating, they didn't ask questions. They just sat there and failed. Well, first of all, as a 44-year-old woman, failing wasn't an option for me. Number two, I didn't fail with my BA, so it wasn't no way I was going to fail with a master's degree. And plus, I do ask questions. I was texting teachers, emailing. Hey, I'm going to get the answer. And so you do that. Not only with getting your degree, you're buying a home, you're at the doctor, you're at a job, you're new, you're old. Ask questions. Relationship stuff, ask questions. Ask questions. That goes to me too. Because sometimes I wasn't asking the right questions, and now I get what I get. You feel me? I'm giving you all the skinny on how to change your life. If you want to make a change, you got to get serious. And I'm frustrated, you all. I am, because people want these quick fixes. If you want to lose weight, you got to stop eating what you're eating. It's going to mean sacrifice. If you want to buy a house, sacrifice. Somebody asked me recently, is it true with NACA's program you don't need any money down? Who is going to give you a house and you don't have any money in your account? Think about what you're asking. Does that make sense? Somebody to go out on a $300,000 loan for you and you have no money. But of course you have to have money. When I went through the NACA program, although I didn't finish it, I had about $10,000 saved. You got to have money. You don't even want a house with no money. That HVAC system goes out. That's the air and the heat, in case you don't know. The roof goes out, the roof is leaking, your toilet starts overflowing, your sink clogs up, fascia, soffits. You probably don't even know what that is because I didn't tell about my house. The stuff on the roof area and the gutters and all of that. You got to pay for that. Landscaping, you got to pay for that. So you want to have money. If God forbid you lose your job, you can pay your mortgage. But when these things break down, and they're going to break down, bet your bottom dollar that. So you got to sacrifice. If you want a house, it means you can't buy all that stuff. You got to sock away money. And if it's somebody you really, really love and really, really trust, give them the money to hold if you don't have the discipline. Like, you should be able to save the money on your own. You shouldn't have to do that. I'm just being honest. Go to a new job, kick the door in. Maybe you don't even want to do that work for long. Kick the door in. I had to go back to corporate in 2018 through 2020. I was pissed because I had got a whole master's degree. I want to be in my field, but I couldn't find anything that I really liked. So I said, in the meanwhile, in between while, I'm going to kick the door in with this HR job. I applied, had no experience in HR, had that degree, but no experience. The lady was so kind to hire me as a temp. That's what I applied for, a temporary enrollment HR advisor. She gave me the job. I did so well. Somebody was retiring. She said, "Hey, Tammy, would you like this job permanently?" For sure. 8 minutes from my house. Great 401k. Good salary. Bonuses. I'll take it for a year or two until I can get into my field. I beat the stank out that job. I hated that job. I did, because it was like call center HR and they got on my nerve. They did. But they wouldn't have known because my service was top tier. Every few weeks, they were like, "Can you put your manager on the phone? I got to compliment you. Hey, they want to talk to you. Hey, they want to talk to you." Because I knew if I do a good job on this job, God is going to connect me with my social work job. 2020, here comes youth guidance. And I was with them off and on 5 years. Youth guidance showed me that there are companies I could work for that I genuinely like the work that I do. And I did. I enjoy working with the kids at times. That was a kind of a tough job. The commute was a lot. But my coworkers were second to none. I love them women. And I still talk to quite a few of them to this day. But working with kids is not for the faint. It's not for the weak. And I'm old school. And so you do have to try to separate how you were raised from how they are now. And it's not their fault. A lot of times it's poverty, the parents. That's a whole nother story. But I'm just trying to show you my life. Once I did get my master's in social work, I then hooked up with Sheila, who has her own practice, and I was a therapist under her. And still connected with her, but I don't do much work with her. I have my own business now. But thanks be to God for Sheila. She showed me the ropes. I stuck it out. I was in private practice since 2018, so that's 8 years now. Once I got my LCSW, I opened my own business. Paid for my office ahead of time. Had my own office back in 2024, I do believe. Yep. And then by the time 2025 came, I was able to kick it on off. And here I am. In June 2026, at the end, I quit my job. I just quit my job. I just quit my job. I always make me think of that Beyonce song. Yeah, I quit my job. And so here am I, February 2026. Then when did I say I quit? June 2025, I quit my job, in case I said the wrong year. Here I am, February 2026, with my own practice as of July 2025. So not even a year. It's been up a lot, and I had a down hit December and January. It was a little lighter, not a whole lot lighter, but enough to make me nervous. But I'm back on track. People are booking. I'm making great connections, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful. It's not perfect. I'm still getting the kinks out, and it's a lot of kinks when you're on your own business, because I'm learning as I go. It's a lot, and it's not for the faint. But what I do love is the freedom. I do love being my own boss. A boss, babe. Feels good. It really does. And I'm very grateful. So for you, I'm talking to you. Do you want your own business? Do you want to go back to school? Do you want the house? Do you want the extra money? What is it you want? I don't know. Only you know. But to get what you don't have, you're going to have to sacrifice. It doesn't have to be bad. But I think the key is to start with a goal. So you start right now. I want, and only you know what you want. Let's make that declaration. Once you have done that, you gotta hit it. So if it is, I want to buy a house in 2027, you must pull that credit report and see who you owe. You must see if you have anything in collection and look at your credit scores, all three of them. That's how you start with that house. And start talking to someone and ask them, what do I need to do to get on the path to buy my home? That's the one thing you do. Let's say you want to go back to school. What do you want to major in? Talk to someone at that school and figure out, what do I need to do to get enrolled for August 2026? That's the key. Always jump on the phone and talk to people and get insight. Ask. So this is why I always talk about jealousy. I never understand that emotion. I'm not going to keep going into that. But why be jealous when you can ask, hey, I see you have your master's in social work. Can you help me? I would jump on the phone with somebody so quick, I would fall off my couch trying to talk to them because I love helping people. I do. And that's what I'm saying about buying a house or any of those things. You can jump on the phone and help people. I'm sorry. People would jump on the phone and help you. I have a call coming in that's throwing me off. Sorry. Okay, let's say you want to pay off all your debt. You can start that snowball method. Start with the lowest bill first and just work your way on up. Pay the minimum on everything else, but once you pay one thing off, go to the next. And next thing you know, you've got 2 and 4 and 5 and 7 cards paid off or loans paid off or whatever, and you're feeling good about yourself. You want to get out and date. You got to stop and say, am I ready to date? Am I going from person to person and not doing the work on myself? What is the work? Have you worked on your trauma? Have you worked on your finances? Are you working on your mind, body, and soul? Are you working out? Are you taking care of your face and your skin? Are you doing your therapy if you need it? What are you doing for you? We want somebody to come along and make us happy, but we got to already be happy. Sometimes you need to go to the movies by yourself. Sometimes go have a meal by yourself. Are you taking care of what you have? Same with wanting a house. Are you taking care of your apartment? I want a new house. Your apartment looks a mess. I want to get married. You look a mess. It starts with how you feel about yourself. You got to take care of what you got. You got to get to something else. Are you showing love? Are you being kind? Are you being consistent with yourself? And this is what people, they're not doing this. And they get mad when their life is the same. Do you have negative thoughts? Things don't never go right for me. Every time you turn around, something bad happens. That's not going to work. You got to be grateful. When you really think about it, and I think about this every week, probably every day, really weekly, I look at my closet. It is busting at the seams. I really got to get rid of some of this stuff. I got too much stuff. Just stuff all throughout my apartment. I just have so much stuff all of a sudden. I don't even know why. But it needs to go. And we have so much. We have excess. But sometimes we just complain and complain. And we're not being grateful for what we have. But the key to changing your life is getting serious and building those routines. It doesn't have to be what I do, the facial wash in the morning and making up a bed, making a coffee, coming here and journaling. Oh God, I know my journal is here. You know why I can't find it? Oh, it's over here. It fell. I was like, I know I have a journal because I keep my journal. And these little $6 journals, $6.99 from Amazon. And they last a few months because I usually write in, one page a day. So they last a few months. These are the things that have gotten me thus far. This book. Now, this is a new book. I got this book in 2006, this title. And that book is just melted up. It was like a paperback. But Prayers That Avail Much. This is the book that changed my life. One of them. Along with this one. The Power of Positive Thinking. And these are things that will transform you. But you got to be serious. Some people, they say fitness changed their life. They exercise every day. Or at least 5 days. Maybe rest for 2. But you got to get hungry, as Les Brown says. You got to be serious. You can't expect these overnight successes. These influencers. Even that takes time. Some people get mad over the music business or acting. I've been acting. I can't get a gig. Do you know how long some people are working at music? Do you know how long some people are working to get a main role? Years. You got to decide what's important to you. You got to decide you're going to be in it to win it. And you got to be serious. It is. Some people talk to me about dating. Dating is dating. Yeah, I do want to get remarried. I don't want to die alone. I'm just being blunt today. I don't. But by the same token, I am a few months into this business. I don't need some guy holding on to me or pulling me down. I can't afford that. I'm too old. I'm not saying I'm old because I don't feel old, but my age. I'm an older woman now. I don't have another 50, 60 years. I don't. I'm just being honest. I don't. I have to be honest with you and myself. So I got to be more selective. I'm protective. And I'm a special woman. I had cancer twice. So if you can't hang with somebody that's been through that type of stuff, I'm probably not your girl. And I'm okay with that. Because I can't afford drama. I just can't. Don't have to be perfect. We're going to get into it because all couples do. But I just don't do drama. I don't. And I'm on something different. And it's got to be a certain guy. And that's just how it is. It's okay. It's okay. And I'm clear with where I'm going, what I want, and what I need. And sometimes we feel we're not going to be happy alone or poor me. I don't feel like that. I'm very happy alone at times, mostly. Very happy. Now, do I desire someone? Of course. Of course I do. But at what cost? He's got to add, not subtract. He's not going to make me happy. He's going to add to my happiness. Okay? Oh, in the words of Cardi B. Okay, you all feel me? So once you get mad, you're going to get glad because that's when the change is going to come. But change don't come without work. Change don't come without routines. Change don't come without discipline. And you got to quit playing yourself and get serious. And once you get serious, you will start seeing the results of what you're looking for. And you will see yourself moving closer to the goal for whatever it is. Whatever it is. And it starts with being grateful. If you have kids, be grateful that God allowed you to have those kids. To have a baby in you for 9 months is quite a feat. And you as a dad, that's quite a big deal. So acknowledge what you already have and be grateful. If somebody out there wants to get pregnant and they cannot, we're not being grateful. That's what I see a lot of. Not being grateful, looking for happiness outside of self, not staying focused on the goal, not being disciplined. These are some of the reasons why you don't have the life you want. My life is not perfect. I'm still trying to figure out this business thing. I worry about finances. That's my anxiety trigger. And that's me. This is me today. This is me. What do y'all think about what I said? If I can help you all with anything, Drop comments. You all know how I am. I will read every comment. I respond to every comment. Probably can't even say she never respond. Yes, she gonna respond. Negative comments, I never respond. So you never hear me say nothing back to those. Most of you get removed anyway. I don't even give it like a 2-second thought. Remove, because that's not what my channel is on. This is not the Great Debate. This is a channel to help change lives. Dreams are a reality. Oh yes, they are. This channel is about improving your mind, body, and soul, not debating. Go to another channel. There's plenty of them out there, not this one. Okay. I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. I was able to do this video because somebody didn't show up. So, take care of yourself and get serious about your life. And that's when you're gonna see transformation. Bye-bye.